If you do that, could you send it to me?
Okay, so coning will help you center.
Coning, okay.
So pushing up, and then we push that clay
When I push
down.
down is when it gets out of center.
Right, so you just need to lock in harder on the outside hand and push the clay down into it. I know that's easier said than done.
Why is going up easier? Is that everybody or is it just me?
My clay's pretty wet.
Get out of your way.
Oh, and
The wetter the clay, it's easier.
What are you making?
Just
a
a
plate.
plate.
Oh, okay.
Not just. Plates are hard.
It's a big cow patty. Just get it all flat.
So
Okay,
you're saying though coning though really does help with the clay and centering and everything?
it does.
Okay.
It's a way of also, if you have an air pocket, it's a way of
Yes.
discovering that. It's also
Early
kind of a way of wedging the clay and making it all kind of the same consistency. Okay, so there's two ways to open up a plate. Some people drop in and then open it up with their hands that way. I have found it's going to take the most amount of practice, but once you get it down, it's the easiest. So, just like when we coned it up and pushed down, I'm now going to continue to push down to allow that clay to spread out. And I use my right hand and just force it out.
Are you pushing also with your left hand?
Well, I'm pushing it just enough to keep this center.
Okay.
So now you need to figure
I
out,
pull it towards you.
yep,
Oh,
Kind
I'm
of-
pushing it away.
kind of figure out which way, how thick you want this. Get that now. And then also how big you want your rim to be. So if you want to throw dinner plates, we need to throw wet 12 inches. That'll shrink to about 10.5.
It shrinks a ton. It's crazy.
Right, but I'm gonna go small though.
Salad
First, I just
plates,
need to get my
salad plates you
my
probably
feel
throw
first.
to
Okay.
about 10.
Okay.
And that'll shrink to about salad plate size. Okay, so say we wanted to make this wider, what you need to watch out for is when we pull back and open this up more, is that we don't continue to press down super hard, because you're gonna run out of clay. And it's gonna drop off, and then you're gonna end up with a really thin spot where we continue to push. So what we do is we gently pull back and slowly start to push that clay out and down.
I've been pushing away from
Slowly.
Try towards you.
it. Okay.
Out and down, and you're pressing like here? Here.
Yeah,
Right where I
that's
fell.
gonna be your,
And then before you go any further, this is pretty thick, depending on how big a foot you want to put on it. We'll do a thinner one just so you can see how far we can stretch this. And see, I do go back and forth. We're just trying to get that middle part level.
Wow. And how many pounds is that about, would you say?
This was roughly 3 pounds.
Okay.
Well, maybe
Really?
close to 4 pounds.
Okay,
My 4 pounds, I can't barely get to the edge of the
But this
bag.
is really thin.
Is it too thin or is it supposed to be like that?
Well, it depends. If you want to put a foot on there, you need to leave it thicker. So typically a dinnerware plate is about 5 pounds of clay.
Do you want feet or not on plates? Maybe you
It's
don't.
completely up to you.
So
They just tend to, on a plate like that,
Yeah.
if they bow up at all on the firing, then you got a spinner.
So it's better to do a little bit.
Yeah. And if you want to throw them this thin, because you're having trouble pushing out 5 pounds of clay and centering it, we can throw a foot ring on it. later.
how about also, like in the beginning, is it better just to throw them flat with no foot? Because like you said, it just, like maybe just to get the hang of it?
To get the hang of it,
Okay.
of pushing in and out,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, I might do that.
Just don't use hard clay.
Yeah, that'll help. So before I go any further, I like to get this middle part, best we can, somewhat close to level.
What are you making?
Plate,
Just a plate.
A frisbee.
it's not just.
And there's gonna be a foot. Oh, you make a trimmed foot.
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yep, back and forth, and
And
that'll.
especially in the center part, right? Because we sort of forget, like we go more on the
Yeah, and
outside.
that will also help prevent cracking. This
Okay.
gets clay all tightened up and moving in the same direction. Okay, then you just take whatever clay you have
Your left hand, see?
and pinch and pull.
Pinch it.
But if you don't have that down yet, Just do normal pulling and stretch and pull it
Oh.
out.
Show me the pinching
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I
how
didn't
you did
recognize that was different.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
See, we
So
have
it's
that.
one-handed.
I do it one-handed with my left.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
come
no.
in. No, you come
These
in.
two fingers and just pinch and pull up.
Okay.
But if we wanted to do just normal pulling,
That's kosher too.
yeah.
So you're pulling it out rather than doing the stick pulling it out thing.
Yeah, depending on, I like to drop it down with a rib, or you can slowly brace it and push down and get the curve that you want. It's a little easier with the rib, depending on what you want your plate to
So what was
look
the
like.
whole tool thing then? Were you
That
like
was
bent
more if we wanted this,
to be big.
if we had one huge and you want a nice narrow base. It's just another way of doing it.
There's this
So-
thing I lost that seemed
Oh, I found
It's just another way to approach it. So support. I start on the lip
three of these, three different ones.
and we just push down and let the rib do its work and create that natural curve.
So nice. Isn't it?
And if you leave your rim a little thicker, you'll be able to push it down a little further.
Okay.
And Celeste, if you do it on one of those plaster bats, it just comes up on its own when it's ready.
So
No, look at mine. Look at that
If
stack.
you use a plaster bat, you just add a little slip in the bottom,
Yep.
put over the
Or you can do
just use a bat.
No. Celeste, like.